Hey folks, some of you obviously probably new to me and this, and hopefully some of you are folks that were around in the past that remember me from years gone by. My name is Matt. I love movies. Love a lot of other things too, but that's always been kind of the main focus on these kind of videos that I did on my channel. Uh, Years ago, when YouTube first was coming around, I first discovered YouTube. I would just record these little videos on my digital camera and upload them just because kind of a loner. I don't have wife, kids, anything like that. And I don't have a friend group that I discuss my passion for movies with on the regular, so I liked to do that here. And for many reasons, I stopped doing that. But I've been thinking about coming back to it lately and trying to do something similar to what I did before. So, if you're here, you're not likely to see, reviews of movies and Blu-rays, weeks before they come out and stuff. I'm not that guy. What you will get is completely off the cuff, unscripted opinions, and mostly what I like to do is I like to dig into, stuff that maybe not everybody's talking about right now. Obviously, everything that I'm going to talk about today has been seen by plenty of people and whatnot, but what I would like to do is just at least once a month go through the three what I consider major streaming platforms that I've chosen anyway, because they're the three that I use the most, and I think they're probably the three that are most subscribed to by folks. But that's Netflix, Max, and Amazon Prime. And I want to go through. I'll just go through month by month. I'm gonna take notes to try to make sure I don't have a whole lot of repeats, and hopefully, maybe I'll need to do a little bit more research, but hopefully these films are going to be available for a good period of time, maybe month to month. That way they'll be readily available for you as the video goes up and gets made. And I might do some other stuff too. I might do some, some pickups videos, show some, recent Blu-rays or DVDs and stuff that I grabbed, and maybe even books, games, stuff like that as well. And yeah, let me stop saying and just get into the video. So for February, this is going to be the February 2024 video. So hopefully all these things are on there. But we're going to start with Netflix. And the first thing I've chosen for Netflix out of the 5 that I've chosen for this month is 1997's LA Confidential. Excellent flick. It was one of the first things that popped out to my eyes. I'm like, man, I haven't seen that in a long time. And, I'm curious if a lot of you all out there have revisited the film recently. It's great performances. Russell Crowe, I think Curtis Hanson, the director. And just a great throwback to film noir. It's just a detective drama, whodunit. Involves Hollywood in a lot of ways and stuff, but definitely one to check out. So, and then next popped out to my eyes was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest from 1975. Great film, nothing new that I should be educating you about. I mean, if you've never seen it, never heard of it, definitely check it out. It's an amazing film. Maybe Jack Nicholson's greatest performance. My dad is a huge fan of the film and watched a lot with him as a kid, and eventually, found a used copy of the book for, like 50 cents at the flea market as a kid, and read that, and it's an excellent read as well. So definitely check out Cuckoo's Nest. Excellent, excellent movie. Next thing I came up with was 1974's The Conversation. That's Francis Ford Coppola. If I remember correctly, it's the film he made between The Godfather Part 1 and Part 2. So it's kind of, in some ways it's forgotten, but I think those of us that love the movie consider it a cult classic. But it stars Gene Hackman. He's like an audio expert, and he does basically spies on people for a living. records their conversations and stuff. And he records a conversation that I don't want to spoil anything about this film because I don't think it should be spoiled. I think you should experience it. But he records a conversation that drives him down a path that he would probably prefer not have gone. So check that one out. Next movie, it's actually a movie I watched recently that I noticed was on Netflix called Charlie Varick. It's spelled Charleyvarrick. It's from 1973, and it stars Walter Matthau. Another movie I don't want to tell you a whole lot about because it's got some good twists and turns and ups and downs and stuff, but it's kind of a crime caper. And the reason I bring it up is if you're a big fan of Quentin Tarantino, he spoke very, very highly of this film recently on his, well, not recently, but in the past year, if you listen to his Video Archives podcast, he spoke of that one very highly. That was very influential to him. And it is really good. You can see some of that in there. You know, if you're big on Tarantino and like his films as I do. Yeah, check it out. It's pretty good. Good flick. And finally for Netflix is 2003's Old Boy. The reason I keep saying the dates or years on these is I want to make sure you're catching the correct version. So make sure, I'm not sure if the remake is even on Netflix, but if it is, make sure we're getting to the 2003 version of Old Boy. Just one of my all-time favorite films. It's one of those movies just left me floored as the credits rolled because I just couldn't believe what I just witnessed over the past 2 hours. And another film that should not be spoiled for anyone. So don't read anything about it. Just you know, the best way I can set it up to get you intrigued is a man who is a horrible person gets imprisoned without knowing why. He just wakes up in a room and he gets fed. And I do believe in the original version he's in there for 15 years. I may be getting that mixed up. It's either 10 or 15. I can't remember. Anyway, he's in there for a long ass time. And he has no idea. And then he just wakes up one day, years later, on the roof of a building with a cell phone and money and a new suit. And he gets a phone call saying, you have 3 days to find out who I am because I'm the person who's been holding you captive. So, excellent movie. Check it out. Netflix. All right. Now on to Max, or HBO Max, whatever you want to call it. First pick for HBO Max is 1987's RoboCop. I picked this one because not only it's a great movie, excellent movie. I think it's pretty good to check out right now because there's actually a new video game out that is pretty cool, and it's related to it's basically a kind of a sequel of sorts to RoboCop and pays homage in a lot of great ways. So check that one out. Number 2 is 1990's Men at Work. Saw it on there, thought, man, love this movie. Little cult classic that I really enjoy. It stars the brothers, Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen. Goofy comedy. It's don't go in expecting Oscar bait or anything like that. Just a funny, leave your brain at the door, 90-minute movie about two brothers, or well, actually no, they're real life brothers. I think they're just friends in the movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but they're garbage men, and due to happenstance, they get involved in a murder mystery. So check that one out. Men at Work. Next is going to be 1989's Roadhouse. I've heard it called the greatest bad movie of all time. I guess, whatever. I love the film. It's one of my absolute favorites. It's comfort food. It's a go-to movie. It's something that, if you're having a bad day, or me personally, just pop on Roadhouse and have a ball. Just so many quotable lines. It's over, it doesn't get in its own way. It's just scene after scene of fun stuff. So, but I bring that one up because not only is it available to watch on Max, but apparently, as of the recording of this video, tomorrow we're going to get a trailer for the remake. So And I don't know how I feel about it. I want to see the trailer. I like Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't feel I need a Roadhouse remake, but I'm open to seeing what they're trying to do with it. So we'll check it out. Number 4 is going to be 2010's Winter's Bone. Bring this one up because I hadn't seen it in a while, and I was thinking about revisiting it. But it's just an excellent movie, and it's early Jennifer Lawrence, hometown hero, Louisville, Kentucky, and I don't know if a lot of people saw it or talk about this. I mean, it's a small movie anyway, and it got a lot of Oscar buzz that year. But I'm assuming most of her fans are fans of her from the Hunger Games. So if you did get into watching Jennifer Lawrence stuff and you want to go back and see kind of one of her early great performances, check out Winter's Bone. Excellent little indie drama. And then finally, number 5, Blue Valentine from 2011. Picked this one because it's a great movie, and it is probably the most realistic portrayal of a relationship I've ever seen on screen, because the whole movie covers the blooming and the destruction of a relationship. None of the in between. It just goes back and forth between two lovers falling in love and two lovers falling out of love. And the other reason I'm bringing it up is Ryan Gosling. Barbie just got nominated for an Oscar. He is amazing in this movie. I mean, he's good in everything I've ever seen him in. But if you ask me, this might be his magnum opus to the moment. Haven't seen Barbie yet. Plan on checking it out. But anyway, there you go. That's Max. And I'll try to, this video's probably going on way too long, but I'll try to get through Amazon Prime a little quicker. Number 1 is 1998's Dirty Work. Felt like there weren't enough comedies on here, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, I love that movie. One of those VHS tapes that I had as a younger guy, and me and friends would just burn it up. It's a simple, just goofy 90-minute comedy with Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang, and they played buddies that start a revenge for hire business, and hijinks ensue. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. It's good stuff. And then the second one is 1997's Hoodlum. Bring this one up because it's an underrated gangster flick that I don't think enough people have probably seen. Stars Lawrence Fishburne. It's I do believe 30s or 40s, somewhere in that range. It's based on real characters. You got Tim Roth is in there. It's just an excellent flick. I could be getting this wrong, but I think it was directed by Bill Duke. Let me know in the comments if I flubbed that one or not. Let's see here. Number 3 is going to be 2012's Goon. Another one, comedy. It's Sean William Scott from American Pie fame. I think it's the best thing he's ever done outside of the American Pie stuff. It makes me, every time I revisit this movie, it makes me wish he got more chances to do stuff like this. And it does have a sequel, and the sequel's okay. But it's a really fun movie. He plays a guy who is a lovable dumbass. He doesn't intend to be harmful to anybody. He just kind of can't help the fact that he's really dumb. But he is really good at being a hockey goon. And while I'm not an over-the-top diehard hockey guy, if you don't know what a hockey goon is, basically the guy they bring in to rough up, other players or protect the, scoring players, the more athletic players and stuff like that. So, but great flick. Check it out. That's 2012's Goon. Number 4 on Amazon Prime is 1997's Breakdown, starring Kurt Russell. JT Walsh. Is just a all-around great flick. I mean, just a meat and potatoes, fun movie. Maybe fun's the wrong word for it. But yeah, it's just one of my favorite Kurt Russell flicks that I never hear anybody talk about. Basically, him and I do believe it's his wife. They break down on the side of the road. He gets a ride to go, get help come out, comes back, and she's gone. So the whole movie is just kind of like him trying to figure out like what's going on here. Where's my lady friend? Like I said, I think it's his wife. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I don't have every detail fresh in my mind. But yeah, just another thriller. You know, just a straight thriller, and really good one at that. Kurt Russell can do no wrong, in my opinion. And finally, on Amazon Prime from 2001, Memento. You know, Christopher Nolan, amazing director. This was my introduction to Christopher Nolan's first film I ever saw from him, and still this day, it's one of his best. Man, it's such a twisted story. It's kind of hard to explain without giving away too much, but basically you're following the life of a guy who has amnesia, but he has amnesia to where he basically forgets everything but the major details about himself and his life over a 24-hour period. So like he feels like he's meeting people over and over again when, you know, they just met him, you know, yesterday or something. And he tattoos himself to remind himself of things. And he's basically on a quest to find out who killed his wife. So yeah, great flick. All right, like I said, I feel like I've rambled on too long and probably lost most people by this point, but hopefully you're still here with me, and I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to you know, make at least maybe like a video a week, and like I said, maybe do you know, some DVD Blu-ray updates, or maybe talk about some books I've been reading or games I've been playing or something like that. So let me know how I did. Let me know what I can do to improve things. I've got some ideas on how to work on some of this stuff and make the videos more digestible and such. But hope everybody's doing okay out there. And thanks for watching. Appreciate you.